everyone. That's strange. It's no picture there. Huh. Okay, that was way off. Well, hello. So, welcome to Create on the Fly. I'm France Martin. Most people know me by Frenchie. Um, Thursday night, I call it family night because that's what I feel it is here on Thursday night. So tonight we're going to do a 3D. I decide, it was late this afternoon. What I'm going to do, I had just put the thing on Facebook, say create on the fly tonight, and then I went and edit. We're going to do a fun fold. It fit in a regular envelope, and I'm pulling an envelope right now, but I'm 99% sure that it would take a little bit extra postage because of the thickness, though. Maybe it would. Oh, shoot. Well, here goes an envelope. I went right through the thing. Um, yeah, I think that it's going to be a little bit thick, so we'll see. So, yeah, I'm busted that one. Okay, here we go. Let's put that aside. So I think we're going to get right at it and go with it. I'm using the same set than last week, but I'm tagging along in the grove with it. So I'm using the three in the peaceful evergreen. I checked earlier, it was still available. It's while supplies last. In the Grove, it's in the annual catalog, so we still have the time. But those two really combine together very lovely. Also, what I'm making tonight, you can do it with flowers. I'm going to grab a thing there I can share with you. So let me flip this down. Okay, I want to grab this flower here. Perfect. So I was inspired by Cynthia Graham. She's on our team, and it was a couple months ago that she shared this with a card, this style with the team, and I had saved the pattern. I never made it till now. So first thing we want to do, I want to stamp the insert for the card just because it's going to have to dry. I'm using the pearlized enamel effect. That come in a pack of three. So this one, it's like that pearl. And then it's silver. 1 minute. So you got different so you got the real red and then the black and the pearl. That's one. This one go with. That's the white, and then you get the metallic one. You get the gold, copper, and silver. That seems something we forget about it, but it adds so much to a card. So we're gonna start. I'm starting very weird offset tonight, just because that I need to get that set. So this here is the Meadow Winter. And I thought this looked like crystal, like snow and such. And I thought this is going to do the trick. So I got a spot there. Oh, maybe it won't show. You know what? I'm going to remove that spot. I don't know what it is, but I want to try in the lighter because you see you get dark and such. The one that I did earlier, it's in the dark. I'm going to share with you at the end, but I want to go in the lighter, and we're going to go all the measurement, believe it or not. I already put it in the description. Wow, I'm on top of it to be at the last minute, right? And the designer series paper here, it's going to measure. I didn't mark it there. Okay, it is, you know what? Let me measure twice and cut once. I think it's 3 and 5/8. Yes, 3 and 5/8. So 3 and 5/8, it's right after the half, between the half and the 3/4, 3 and 5/8. And then we're going to flip that. and then we're going to go at 5 3/8. That's between the quarter and the half. Yes, Jack Frost, perfect name. Voila. Okay, we get this. I think this needs to go more down and that no, it go this way. Perfect. While I get this, before I put this away though, I need to have 3/4, really not 3/4, so it's going to be between the quarter and half. So that's going to be 3/8, right? Why am I blank right now? No, 5/8. So we need 5/8. We need 2 of 5/8, 5/8, and then by 5 3/8, 5 3/8. Okay, that here didn't have to be cut now, but I had the thing out. Okay, let me remove this. We're still gonna need this though. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, now I'm gonna take this and we're going to be having the tall tree, this one. So I'm going to put that about here because it's going to go at the bottom. About that is just to guide me, okay? It's going to guide me where I want to put the mountains. And this, okay, we're doing a fun fold, 3D, and kind of a technique monochromatic. So all jam packed in one card. So this is more like that a pretty peacock on that one. I thought Lost Lagoon, but it's got more of the dark. So I'm going with the pretty peacock. And we're going to take the mountains. And every time I stamp, the first time I say stamp it once to make sure it's inked very well. And so now I know about where I want my mountains. So I'm going to stamp it once. And I'm going to lift it up and shift it a little bit and stamp it again. So why do it twice like this? This is because that I want to show some depth in it. So if I would ring back right away, I would not have depth. And I should see here my thing, but that's okay. It's going to get covered a bit. No worry. Okay, so we're going to move that aside. Now, this is the part that we need to let dry. First, I got those little no, not those one. I got the two, and this one, it's part, so I'm mixing this set here. Here we go. In the Grove, and then Peaceful Evergreen. So we're using this 3 and this 3, those two, and we're going to use those one also, but these are the two from the front. And this is going to be in the back, whatever. And this one I'm going to use at the bottom here. And that's why I like to mix those two. So, because if you go in the forest, you get many choice of trees, right? So this is a great combination. Yes, you could do the card with just in the grove, but I like to have taller trees also. So I'm going to use, and this is just for the thinking of you. So it's not a Christmas card we're making. You could make it as a Christmas card, but I'm thinking we're pretty much done with Christmas. And also let me think. By the time I'm going to send that card, Christmas is going to be over. So this way, thinking of you, it can be winter blues, it can be thank you, it can be whatever, it would be a very lovely masculine card also. Okay, so I'm inking those two little one, and I'm going to stamp down once, and again lift up and go, and I'm going to keep on going that way. So this way I went way lower, so I'm going to stamp off there and come over here. I want to have all different layers, not all in a row and all equally, because I don't think that's such a thing. And then stamp off and then go over there. Whoops. Stamp off, and then I'm going to go over there. See? So now you've got a very nice texture, nice variation in the traits. And also what is closer to you, it's darker. And what it's further out, it's lighter. So that's what I like about this. I'm going to put some right there. I'm going to stamp off, stamp off. So this one I stamp off twice and even more out of it. Et voila. See now how it looks? Okay, now what we need to do before we start getting jiggy with the card itself, I'm going to add some snow to the mountains. I'm using the pearlized enamel. That's going to give a little bit of texture, but it won't be that bright white neither because I'm going monochromatic. So you see, you pretty much, the artists decide where the snow was pretty much. So where it's lighter, that's where the avalanche or the alpine would be and such. So that's where I'm going to go ahead and put my snow there. And I don't put thick, I just add that and spread it. Someplace I'm going to go thicker. And in the back, very light because I wanted to show it's more like in the depth, because if it's as bright as the front, it's all going to be like it's a chunk of it. And see, I'm not paying attention because really the snow, it's not all smooth, right? So now that's why we needed to do this first so it can dry a bit. Here we go. And I'm going to put a bit of snow right at the bottom of the mountain here. Okay, now at some place I'm going to add more thick so it looks like it's very heavy snow there. Okay, so, oh, I think you see it good on uh, the camera there. See? So it's just marbleized. It's nothing. Here I can blend it maybe a little bit more here. Here we go. Okay, when you're done, tap this down. You guys are talking about weather. Here in Cheyenne, we had the most beautiful fall. It was still in the 40s today. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, we're going to take this, set that aside so it can dry by the time we need it. Now, I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. That's a regular size cardstock, 8.5 by 11. Now I need, here it is. So we're going to cut this on the long way at 6.25. And I found out 6.25, it's the hardest measurement on this paper cutter. But I use my ruler, and now I can tell you exactly where it is. For the longest time, I thought it was right at the crack here. It is not. It's that line right there above. So it's just before where this fold, it's the line right there. So, because it seemed I was always off a bit, and I was like, what the hell? Well, I took my ruler and I measure it, and now I know exactly where it is. Okay, so we're going to cut that on the long way at 6.25. That we don't need it. Save it for something else. Now we're going to flip this and we're going to score at 5.5. Not cut, but score. Going to score that at 5.5. Now we're going to flip this and we're going to just half of it. We're going to stop at the score line there. We're going to score this at 3/4 from your line here, 3/4, and then 1.25. Make sure I go all the way there, and 1.25. So 3/4 and 1.25. And then you can do the math there, or you can flip this around and do the same thing. So 1.25 and 3/4. Now the other part, The other part, we're going to remove. I want to make sure it's scored all the way. Okay. The other part, we're going to cut 1 1/4 on each side. So really it's at the last score there. So we're going to bring that at 1 1/4. And we're going to cut that. Stop at the line or stop below and use your scissors. It's a lot easier to come back with your scissors than putting glue to glue that, okay? Now I'm going to do the other way. Maybe I put the measurement on each end, but I like to flip my paper. It's less to remember, and then I can go with it, right? Et voila. Now, we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut that right at the score here. Or you can use your paper trimmer too. Cut. And this, you're going to need this, by the way. You need one of them, okay? Voila. Okay. Now, we're going to take one of them. And I think, yeah, that's 1 1/4. And you're going to score at, let me think here. You're going to score at 1 inch. Is it 1 or 1 1/4? It is 1. Score, oops, not cut, but score. Score at 1. And I think all the measurement, it's in the description. 1. And then 2 1/4. 3 1/2. And then we're going to cut that at 4 1/2. So really it's 4 1/2 by 1 1/4 this here, okay? So 1 1/4 by 4 1/2, score at 1, 2 1/2, 2 1/4, 3 1/2, and voila. So now you're going to fold that in an accordion, reinforce. I'm going to still need this here. Reinforce. Anytime you do a 3D, you want to reinforce. Here we go. Voila. Okay, now we need a piece of white that measure 3 1/2. 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. I just grab some paper. I think that's right. Yes. Okay, I think that is it in the cutting. No, I need one more piece. I don't know how wide that is. Okay, 1 inch by 3 3/4. So 1 inch by 3 3/4. This piece here can be optional depending what you're going to put. I'm going to show you if you put flowers, maybe you wouldn't need this pin. So now I'm going to go ahead and just rip this because I want it like snow. Et voila. Okay. Now let me bring this here. And we're going to stamp. This is going to be like where you're going to write your message. So I got Thinking of You. That's come from Everyday Greeting. And I just got one color ink. That's why we call it monochromatic. Really, it's in the same tone. I could add more blues, but I'm keeping it one. It's Pretty Peacock. I'm going to use my Thinking of You. Put it towards the right. Ooh, I wrote my stamp. That's why we got 2 sides. Maybe I need more than 2 sides. Et voila. You know what? Is this wet? Oh, yeah. Okay, let me, because squeaky, squeaky clean. I heard the thing on the other side, especially if somebody is left-handed, I think they would like that writing on the other side. Okay, let's shove that in the back. Now I'm going to use those little three. The little trees are from the Peaceful Evergreen. We're going to stamp once, lift it up and up. Stamp down. Because of the line here, I'm going to go back, stamp off here. Et voila. So now I get my little forest at the bottom. Okay. Oh, I still need that though. Okay, so that's one piece away. Squeaky, squeaky clean. Okay, now we need to, where do I have? Okay, so this one is done too. Okay, that was the one we put inside. Okay, so I should have enough. This go here. Oops, that one fell. And this one. So the two little one was in the grove, okay? Now we need the tall one. I had a small one. Maybe I didn't. Oh yeah. So I get the medium one done. So we don't have to do that one. So let me do I have a blog for this? Well, I need to wash my mountain. Okay, come back here because I need this big blog here. Don't you like it? Squeaky, squeaky clean. Okay. Now I got another piece of scrap paper right here. Okay, so we need one of the tall one. Is that the tall one? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're gonna need this. And that is it, really, because I got the other one. And then we're gonna die cut that. Okay. And you know what? I find out that I cannot use the die cut without anchoring my dies. For some reason, it's just keep on moving on me. Okay, I got some inky finger. Look at that. Okay, let me cut this. And then you need one of the medium ones that I had an extra one from earlier, okay? This is Painter State. And I just keep on using it. I put it on the side there and voila. Okay, I got that. Okay, I wanted something, you know, I like to have odd numbers. Well, 3 threes was too big. So in the grove, you got a little bitty bunny. See that little bitty bunny? So we're going to use that little bitty bunny too. Now, we're going to build our card. The piece that I rip a piece right here. Just, I mean, anyways, so just rip a piece. And I'm using, again, Pretty Peacock, but we're going to go gentle on the Pretty Peacock. And I just want to have like drift of snow. Did I hear Michelle? It's here. Well, hello, Michelle. Here we go. And then over here. Oops, should be the other way for the snow to drift. So you see this ear need to face like down so the snow is drifting. The other way it's more like for let me think, ocean. Et voila. So now we get a little bit of like the drifted snow with my inky fingers. Okay, now in the grove you get those little mark. It's more like for the fox, I think, but I'm using it for the bunny. I think that did add quite a bit. So I'm going to stamp off though, and then put that right at the edge of the right hand side. Here we go. Now we can start building our card. See, I'm taking the time to clean all my stamp, and I bet some of you are going to say, get jiggy with it and clean your stamp after. Well, I have to kill some time because the pearl lines that we use need to dry. Or it can be bunny nuggets, absolutely. It can be the fingerprint, the footprints, or it can be the little nuggets. But if you get a biscuit and a granite, you will not have little nuggets because they take care of that. Okay, we're going to fold this. Now, where we score, we're going to go in and then back in, okay? In and in. That's what's going to make our box. And again, oh, this is going to have to go in the back there. You have to, that's a powerful word. You want to reinforce anytime you do 3D. So, and that's what's going to make it strong. So this is going to be the back of the card here. In the back of the card, that's where we're going to put the thinking of you. Now, this could have been another piece, okay? Absolutely. When I saw, this don't seem right. No. See, it's not right. Let's cut that back. I'm just glad that I caught that before I start gluing. So, okay, we need 6 1/4. Okay, I'm gonna go fast this time because I screwed up when I go slow. 5 1/2. Score. Flip this. Remove 1 1/4 from one end. And flip the other way. Remove 1 1/4. Okay, the other one I need to score 1 1/4 here, and then 3/4. I want it at the other end though, and 3/4. 1 1/4 and 3/4, or 3/4 and 1 1/4. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. 3/4 and 1 1/4. Okay, so my 1 1/4, I have to match that, and the other one good. I think I did 1/2 inch at one place. It's no biggie. We caught it before we start assembling. Cut this, and that you would need one to do the little piece I did earlier, that we don't have to redo it. Here we go. Now what we have to do though, it's reinforce. So this here is going to go in the back. Okay, oops, I see I'm off just a smidge here. Let me cut this here. You know, it's where the score line is sometimes. Okay, I'm going to close in and back in. And then do the same thing on the other side. And again, Yeah, it affects when you score a little bit, the score, but this, I really impress it, so we're good. So now you see this is the same size. Earlier, what happened, I caught, see, this one was thicker there. So I think I went 1 inch instead of, I don't know. It's was the wrong number, put it that way. Okay, so this is gonna go in the back. That's where you're gonna write. So now I bet many of you gonna have the question that I had myself. Well, this is an easel card, so you want it to keep properly. So it will not really open. I like to put it this way. Here we go. Okay, and so now you could, right now it stand pretty good there, but you see how big it keep on opening. So you could add something in the back and keep it that way and have another insert, right? But for this one, it's different. What we're gonna do is put Tombow, and we're gonna put that right here. So the edge right there need to go at the bottom there. And I try to keep that in the center, but haha, do I measure? No. So I'm gonna go about two fingers. Oops, that's about right. So you want to keep that right straight at the edge there. Okay, now you're gonna put again over here. So, hey, I bet you guys wondering where's the glue dots. They're coming in. If you're thirsty, hold on, it's coming in. Now we're gonna flip this and hold it there. So that's gonna keep your easel together without popping open when you want to set it up. Et voila, see? So that's why the inside it's not used, but you get a very nice straight easel. Okay, now let's see if this is, yeah, now it's dry. So now we can go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to use Tumble. Open this up. You just get a tiny, tiny little border. I didn't want to have too much because I wanted to keep the scenery. Yes, I do love scenery. Yeah, voila. Now, this is open this way. Now you want to close it, and the edge right there, that's where you're going to put your little strip that we did 3/8, no, 5/8 by 5 3/8. So again, I like to use the Tombow for this, so because it's just a little tiny border, so then you can move it around. You know what, I want this one up because it looked like more frost. Voila. Now this one, et voila. Put the frost this way. Here we go. Now it's on. See how it come together? Okay, now we're gonna create our, right here. That's where I'm gonna use glue dots. So take this one, I'm just going to put it there for now, okay, just to guide me. But this one going to be done with glue dots. So you just want at the bottom, because if you go too high, it's going to go inside your card and your card going to won't function, okay? That you want to put it before your card. Well, you can do it any way you want, but this is going to be a lot easier, okay? Okay, now the reason why I put this one there, because I want to see where this one is going to go, and I want that one behind this. So I'm just going to move it a bit and put it right there. Now this one here, remember dimensional count as a glue dot. So go ahead and sip some more. We're going to put 2-dimensional at the bottom. Cannot be any bigger than that. Here we go. And then this is going to come here. Now, before I glue my bunny, I want to make sure, sometimes it's a smidge too much. Okay, that's pretty good. So you're going to put 2 glue dots at the end here. Have your sip, have your sip. Going to open this one up and put it right at the edge there. Okay, now to make it so it's going to fit in an envelope and it's going to pop easy and such, this one you need to fold it right there, and this is going to go all the way. So you're going to see this strip, not whatever the cardstock. This one you just see the designer series paper, and then this is going to go right here. And you see, I told you maybe a smidge, and it is a smidge too much. It's just, you know, the way that we cut our paper and score. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my smidge. Now I'm going to go ahead and use glue dots in the back of this. I'm going to use 2 glue dots. You could use Tombow, but some of you are thirsty on Thursday night. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, they started that many moons ago that when I use glue dot, they're having a sip. So right now they are sipping. I can hear it. Okay. And keep that there. Keep that there all the way. Make sure it's pushed. Voila. So now it's in. Now we're going to use the bunny. Some of you are going to say you're going to put the bunny raised up. I find the bunny better flat down, because if it's raised up, I feel like the bunny, it's so small, it's like he's floating up for some reason. I had it on dimensional and I took the dimensional off. So I'm taking my bunny, no ink, no nothing. It's just the white bunny, a little cottontail. I wish I would have a little round cottontail there. And I'm going to put that right there where I had that, those little, I guess it's those nuggets, Scott. See, a trail of nuggets. Yeah. And then voila. So now it's stand up very pretty. It's 3D. You get placed right in the back. Yes, if you want, you don't have to put the easel, and you can add more card there. Absolutely. But then what happened, see, I got one here, and when you do that, it's heavy at the front, and it keep on sometimes just going flat, you know. So now let me tell you a little bit more about this fold. So when Cynthia participated in the challenge, I don't remember, it's a couple months ago, I just saw that and I opened that, and I thought this piece here was glued like another piece in the back slide in the back of the designer series paper. No, it's all one piece. So I like that. Some of you, maybe you want to do it in 2 pieces. You're going to find it easier, but now you get the measurements, so it's easy, right? Now, if you have flowers, I brought a set here to show you, but it got legs. Let me find where it walked to. Hello. Hello. Here it is. Okay, so let's say you get the stipple roses. So if you get the stipple roses and you get the die there, you wouldn't have the strip here. You can put, I don't know, like we're going to have a nice bokeh paper, would be nice on that, and have the stipple roses. So you would glue your flowers this way, and Cynthia add flowers, so it cannot pass. Okay, see, it passed, so it would have to be put this way. And the reason why it cannot pass, so now you see, you would glue that like this. Yes, I did many shadow box. Yes, but with the easel, it was new to me also, Kathy. Yes. So now to put it in an envelope, see, it's very 3D box. So now it's going to fold this way, and then it go in here. And you know what? I said it's going to need extra postage, but I don't think so. I now that it's all done, I don't think so. It's like very easy here. I'm sure. Well, it stick a little bit at the bottom. Not much though. So depend on your postmaster. I would get it checked. For me, I would put that butterfly stamp on it, so I would be covered. But it's right at the edge of if you need um, whatever it's called, extra postage or not. Now I'm thinking, I'm hearing screaming, naked envelope, naked envelope. So let's make sure we don't have a naked envelope. We're going to go ahead and one, et voila. So now our envelope, it's not naked. So now you learn how to do an easel shadow card, shadow box card. But is that cool with the mountains in the back and it looks like the lake below there? That's my type of card that I like. I like scenery card. For me, trees are my flowers, put it that way, okay? So voila. Now last week, oh, here's the one that I did today. See, this was darker because that paper that winter meadow, it's kind of that wash. So we don't see the mountain as much as this one. We still, but voila, the same thing. Okay. Um, and so last week I shared this card here, and I call that the winter sunrise because for me that's what it looked like. I had in this color that I share. I'm gonna have a blog post coming up in a week or two. And I think from your remark last week, that was the top color that they like in the grays. But does it look just like, if you guys been where it's very cold, like Scott, I bet if you get up out of bed tomorrow morning before the sun come up, I guess that if you drive at the farm, you're gonna see those sunrise. It would be cool. I have to give you a hard time here. So the winner for this one, it's Mommy Roo, Mommy Roo. So Mommy Roo, if you're on, go at frenchiestamps.com and send me your address, and I'm going to put that in the mail. So all those cards that I share with the Peaceful Evergreen, it's only available while supplies last. Um, it's I don't know, how long it's going to last. It's on the last chance. This is one that can be combined with many other sets. Like I combine it with In the Grove. That was combined very good. It would have been good with In the Groove. I think it's Groove. What is it? 1 minute. Grassy Groove. And any type of trees and that, I mean, it would have been good with this one also. Forever Forest, Grassy Grove, it would go very lovely with this also, just to change the variation of the trees. So any question for this? So we'll have the winner of next week. How can you win a card that I made? It's just by leaving a comment. And then I got the comment picker that pick a card from this. I really like the way that it reminds me of Lake Louise or whatever, with like a lake below the, you get the trees at the bottom. And that's the beauty of it with the easel in the back. it stayed straight very good. Didn't see the sun in days. That, for me, that is so tough. Now, I never realized I'm much Cheyenne. We see the sun, we see the wind. Don't get me wrong, we see the wind big time, but it's sunny. So when I was back home in whatever 2 weeks ago in November, we saw the sun in 2 weeks for about 15 minutes. That was the hardest part for me. It's so blah, it's heavy, it's blah. So bless us in Cheyenne that we see the sun most days. I mean, it can be cold, it can be windy, but the sun comes through the window, and that's the best vitamins for me. The Irene, Eden, the measurement are right here. I put it right in the description just because I think it's going to be in January before I blog about it. So the measurement should be right in the description of this video. So if you click see more there, you're going to see all the supplies list, and also you're going to have all the measurement. Thanks. Thanks, Ollie. Check, and they're there. Perfect. Thank you. Yes, I bet Northern Colorado. Yeah, you're my neighbor. You see the sun a lot. Absolutely. Yes. You guys get quite a bit of snow last month. We barely got nothing though when the airport closed down and such. Okay, I don't see no question. I hope, I mean, I think, well, this is my type of card. Maybe not yours, but mine for sure. I absolutely love this. Mm. That, yeah, Ollie, looking at this card, yes, it's calling for hot chocolate and homemade marshmallow. Absolutely, it is. Renee, no, I didn't see your card yet. The mail, it's not fast here. I'm going to admit that. You can send me a memo so then I get your address. I can send you a thing. And Brett just went at the mail. No, nothing for me. So that's it. Have a lovely day, my friend. Stay warm. And I think we still see each other next week, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's not Christmas yet. So see you here next Thursday. Till next time, happy stamping. Bye bye for now.